Let me ask you something. And please answer this honestly, just in your head. You watch English movies, you understand YouTube videos, you even understand podcasts, like this one. But when someone suddenly talks to you in English, your mind goes blank. Your heart starts beating faster, your mouth opens, and nothing comes out. You know the words, you know the grammar, but still, silence.
And the worst part? After that moment, you start blaming yourself. You say things like, I'm bad at English. I'll never be fluent. Maybe English is just not for me.
If this sounds like you, please don't go anywhere.
Because today, we're not here to motivate you. No. We're here to explain what's actually happening inside your brain and how you can finally fix it in 2026.
If you've ever said, I understand English, but I can't speak, comment, 2026 is my year.
Because trust us, you're not alone. Not even close.
Before we continue, we want to say something important. Today's episode is a little different. Airi couldn't join us today due to some reasons, but she very kindly allowed us to use her platform.
And honestly, we're really grateful because this channel is not about showing off English. It's about making English feel safe. Safe to listen, safe to try, safe to make mistakes.
So thank you, Airi, for trusting us, and thank you to everyone listening right now.
Now, let's talk about the biggest misunderstanding in English learning. Most learners think if I understand English, I should be able to speak it. But that's not how language works.
Understanding is input. Speaking is output.
And nobody ever taught you how to move from input to output.
In school, you learned English like a subject. Rules, grammar, exams. But real English? Real English is a reaction, not a rule. When someone talks to you, your brain doesn't have time to think, okay, present perfect tense, subject, verb.
Exactly. Real conversation happens in seconds. And here's the harsh truth. Your brain is overloaded. You're trying to translate. You're trying to be correct. You're trying to sound smart. You're trying to avoid mistakes. So your brain chooses silence.
If you've ever thought of the perfect English sentence after the conversation already ended, comment, happens to me.
That's not because you're weak. It's because nobody trained you for real-time English.
So now, let's fix this, practically. We're going to stop studying English and start using English.
Imagine this. You're in a restaurant. Not an exam, not an interview, just food.
Most learners panic and think, what sentence should I use? But native speakers don't use sentences, they use patterns. Let's practice together. Repeat after us, out loud if you can.
If not, you can also repeat in your mind, but you have to.
Hi, can I get a table for one?
Could I see the menu, please?
I'll go with this.
Can I get this without onions?
That's all for now, thank you.
These are some great points about dining out.
Exactly.
Now, let's move from theory to practice.
Rose, are you ready to jump into our role play for today's shadowing session?
Yes, I am very excited for that.
I will be playing the role of the waiter.
And I'm playing the role of the guest. Listeners, here is your instruction. Choose one character, either Adam or me. Watch the complete role play first, then repeat the role play part again and try to shadow it with us. Repeat exactly what we say to practice your intonation. Let's begin.
Good evening. Welcome to the Garden Bistro. Do you have a reservation with us tonight?
Hi there. No, I don't. It's just me this evening. Do you have a table available?
We certainly do. Would you prefer a booth near the back or a table by the window?
The table by the window sounds lovely, thank you.
Right this way. Here is the menu. Can I start you off with something to drink while you look it over?
I'd love an iced tea, please. Oh, and could you tell me what the soup of the day is?
Of course. Today's special is a creamy tomato basil soup served with garlic croutons.
That sounds perfect. I think I'm ready to order.
Whenever you're ready.
I'll take the tomato soup to start. For the main course, I'm looking at the grilled chicken salad. Does that come with the dressing on the side?
Yes, we can definitely put the dressing on the side for you. Anything else?
Actually, yes. I have a mild allergy to peanuts. Can you make sure there are no nuts in the salad?
Absolutely. I will make a special note for the kitchen. So that's the tomato soup, the grilled chicken salad, dressing on the side, no nuts, and an iced tea.
That's correct. Thank you so much.
How was everything? Did you enjoy the meal?
It was delicious. Thank you. The soup was fantastic. Could I just get the check, please?
Sure thing. Are you paying by card or cash today?
Card, please. Actually, do you take mobile pay?
We do. I'll bring the machine right over to the table for you.
Great. Here you go.
Thank you. Here's your receipt. Have a wonderful evening.
You too. Thanks for the great service. Great job, Adam.
You too, Rose. Now, listeners, did you notice something? During that whole scene, we didn't mention a single grammar rule.
Simple.
Natural.
No grammar stress.
There was no pressure to remember past participle or subjunctive mood.
If you're listening.
And repeating. You're already speaking English.
Comment, I spoke today, if you repeated even one line.
Now, imagine you meet someone randomly.
In an elevator.
On the street.
At the office.
You don't need deep English here. You need response English.
If someone says,
Nice weather today, isn't it? You say,
Yeah, it really is.
If someone asks, Where are you from? You say,
I'm from America. What about you?
If someone says, This place is crowded, you say,
Yeah, especially today.
Rose, many learners stop talking because they don't know the next word. But now listen carefully. These are conversation bridges.
For example, instead of staying silent, just say, let me think about that for a second.
So, let's start. You can use these phases when you understand the question but need a moment to organize your thoughts.
That's a great question. Let me think about that for a second. To be honest, I haven't thought about it that way before, but actually, come to think of it.
Use these to ensure the other person is following you.
Does that make sense? Do you see what I mean? If you know what I'm saying. Are you with me so far?
Use these to keep the conversation going and avoid one-word answers.
Not only that, but plus you have to consider, on top of that, and another thing is...
Use these bridges to share a different opinion without being rude.
I see your point, but I'm not so sure about that because that's true, however...
Can you see, listeners? You don't need big vocabulary. You need flow.
Exactly. It keeps the conversation alive.
Now let's talk about safe practice zones.
Because most learners don't speak, not because they can't, but because they're afraid of judgment.
Rose, let's talk about the biggest wall for every learner. Fear. Fear of being judged, fear of making a mistake.
Exactly, Adam. In 2026, we don't just study, we create safe zones. These are places where you can practice without anyone looking at your mistakes. Let's break down 5 of them.
Zone 1, the mirror room. This is where you speak with content. Pick a topic you love, gardening, tech, your dog, and talk to your reflection. There is no audience, just you and your progress.
Wow, that's actually what I used to do during my early English learning phase. Zone 2, the pause and play. Find a YouTube video or a movie. Pause it after one sentence. Repeat it exactly like the speaker. If you mess up, no one heard it. Just hit rewind and try again.
Zone 3, the shadow realm. This is our favorite. Shadow speakers like us. Listen to the rhythm, not the grammar. Don't worry about the why, just focus on the how.
Zone 4, the voice note vault. Open your phone and record a voice memo. Talk about your day. Listen back to it. You'll notice your own mistakes, and that's okay. It's a private conversation with your future, more fluent self.
And finally, Zone 5, the community circle. Find a group, like our channel, where everyone is a learner. When everyone is in the same boat, the judgment disappears.
So true. And remember, the people who are judging your English usually can't even speak a second language themselves. So take a breath. Step into a safe zone today and just let the words flow. Now, pause for a second. If you're thinking, wow, this actually makes sense, listen very carefully to what comes next.
Because everything we talked about, it works, but only when it's done in the right order.
Most learners don't fail because they don't work hard. They fail because they don't know what to do first, what to do next, and when to stop forcing themselves.
So now, we're giving you something special. Yes, not motivation, not random tips.
Think of it as a one-year reset. Simple, realistic, human.
If you've ever said, just tell me what to do for the whole year, comment, I need a plan.
Let's walk you through the 2026 English Learning Plan, slowly, clearly, honestly.
All right, Rose. We've talked about mindset and safe zones, but people want a map. What does a full year of English 2026 actually look like?
It's all about the 4 seasons of fluency. We've broken the year into 4 quarters. Let's start with Season 1, January to March, the listening foundation.
In these first 3 months, your goal isn't to speak perfectly, it's to tune your ears. Think of it like a musician listening to a song before they play it. Watch 20 minutes of a show like Friends or a Netflix series. Use subtitles, but here's the trick. Pause and repeat.
And don't forget the commute cure. Listen to English stories or our podcast while you're on the bus or on a train. Just 5 new phrases a day. That's it. Keep it light.
Then comes Season 2, April to June, the great output. This is where we get loud. We move to shadowing. If you like music, rap along to Eminem or your favorite pop star. It's not about the words, it's about the rhythm.
This is also the time to start micro chats. Hop on an app like Tandem for just 15 minutes. Practice survival English, ordering a sandwich, or asking for directions. If you can do it with friends, play charades or taboo. If you can explain a word without saying it, you've mastered fluency.
Now by Season 3, July to September, your confidence is up, so we hit the vocabulary deep dive. Use apps like Drops to link pictures to words. It's much faster than translating in your head.
I love the Catena game for this quarter. You start with a word like permanent, and the next person has to link it, like entertaining. It builds those mental bridges we talked about. By the end of September, your word bank will be overflowing.
Finally, we finish the year with Season 4, October to December, full immersion. This is the victory lap. Start journaling. Write just 3 sentences about your day, then record them as a voice note.
The ultimate test? Binge watch a whole series without subtitles. When you realize you're laughing at the jokes and understanding the idioms without reading, that's when you know. You didn't just learn English, you started living it.
1 year, 4 stages. No old habits. Are you ready to start January with us?
Don't try to do the whole year in one day. Just focus on where you are right now. If it's February, you are in the listening zone.
We've made this entire plan into a simple PDF. Download it from the description. Save it. Follow it. 1 year. That's it.
Before we say goodbye, remember this. You stayed till the end, and that says something about you.
It says you care. It says you're trying. And it says you haven't given up on yourself. And honestly, that's more than enough to start.
English is not about sounding perfect. It's about feeling comfortable. It's about expressing yourself without fear. And you're closer than you think.
If today made you feel understood, not judged, not pressured, please subscribe. This space is for people exactly like you.
Download the PDF. Save it. Follow it slowly. No comparison, no rush.
And tell us in the comments, what was the moment where you thought, wow, this is exactly my problem? We read every comment.
Thank you again to Airi, and thank you for trusting us with your time.
You're not late. You're not weak. You're just starting the right way.
Take care of yourself. Keep listening, keep speaking, even if it's messy.
We'll see you in the next episode.
Bye,
Bye,
and
and keep
keep learning.